In ancient times, how did people keep records? One way was by tying knots on special ropes, using certain tying skills with different shapes and knots signifying specific meanings. During the hunting and gathering periods, people used knots to mark paths, to come and go to different places. As people hunted for prey, they kept and sorted them into groups. Then, these people learned to use knots to count and refer to various objects. In the agricultural age, in order to achieve a good harvest, people needed to know the weather conditions well. Thus, making knots became necessary to master the calendar for climate changes. After having a settlement, a more stable way of living, people gradually acquired the concept of territory. Territorial fighting was inevitable. In that case, a tribal chief who led the tribe fighting against the invasions or for conquering more territory was in need of messengers and assistants to document what had happened. The first hieroglyphics were created by a legendary figure, Cang Jie, who was the official historian for Emperor Huang. Once, Emperor Huang's army was having a fierce battle with Chiyou's army. Unexpectedly, an error recorded in the historical records of knots made Emperor Huang finally fall. From then on, Cang Jie realized that the knots had inevitable shortcomings, so he decided to create a better way. At the beginning, Cang Jie had sought for a long time, yet in vain. One day, on a snowy morning, Cang Jie climbed a hill to seek the inspirations, and suddenly found two chickens leaving the footprints in the snow. Then a deer jumped out, making lots of hoof prints. He compared the footprints, and the idea popped up into his mind. If the footprints were drawn out, people could easily recognize this was a chicken and that was a deer. All things in the world could be represented by pictographs. After that, Cang Jie returned to his hometown Baishui and began to observe the sun, the moon, the mountains, rivers, even birds and beasts in nature. Based on these images, Cang Jie created a large number of symbols with concrete meanings, which were the original types of the characters. This invention was a groundbreaking event in human history. However, this one is just a legend, and actually, Chinese characters were created by the collective wisdom in the process of social development. The oracle bone inscriptions during Shang Dynasty are the earliest systematized Chinese characters. The earliest Chinese characters were the inscriptions on the tortoise shells and other animal bones called oracle bone scripts, which were found at the site of the ancient city in the last capital Shang Dynasty near present-day Anyang City, Henan Province, and it confirms the initial studies that the early formation of Chinese character system should be in the central plains of the Yellow River Basin. In the autumn of 1899, Wang Yirong, a Beijing official, fell ill with malaria. The imperial doctor wrote out a prescription for him. One of the ingredients was called dragon bone. He purchased the medicine from drugstore and found out that there are some markings on the bones, looking like the ancient forms of Chinese characters. He bought more dragon bones and consulted his friend Liu E, who was an expert in the ancient Chinese scripts, and agreed that the markings were probably ancient characters. Later, Wang traced the origin of the bones to Xiaotun village in the northeast of Anyang in Henan Province. By the 120th anniversary of the oracle bone discovery, less than half of them has been deciphered. In 2016, the National Museum of Chinese Writing in Anyang City put up a big reward of 100,000 yuan for anyone who can decipher an oracle script. As one of the oldest languages in the world, Chinese characters endure time. retaining profound anthropological information and cultural connotation. My dear students, do you know the word formation of Chinese characters? Let's explore it in our class. Let's go.